top no be easy, but giving up no be option. So we climb, investing one a certain time every day, no breaks. That's why when you play bigger beats like this, then I get all busy. Pen me paper, na me throw BB. So focused, never acting silly. But Johnson and everybody, you all can see me. Now see me PRs passing out on the beat. You go think say I'm passing out. Don't you forget this cardinal rule. I'm one of the best. You get it now. Maybe I don't be popular, but there's a phase that I'm going through. I know hard work.
Hello, hi everyone. I am Dr. GB Salom, and you're welcome to GB Interactive Live, your weekly dose of spirit-filled and edifying conversation with some of your faves in the gospel scene. I do this every Thursday. This conversation is recorded and made available on YouTube as well as on your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, as well as Google Podcast at GB Interactive Pod. I've been privileged to have some conversation with some amazing people in the past. You can check my channel and my podcast for those conversations. But today I'm very excited about this one. It's like a homecoming for me. This is my friend for about 20 years. Yeah, we're in primary school and GHS together. He happens to be a Christian rapper and an urban gospel musician. He's been doing so much. He's done this for about 10 years. And today we are going to go into the backstories, his struggles, his wins, and there's so much to learn from this conversation. Because from what I've planned to ask, and I know he's a very deep guy, so I know he's going to also reveal so much to us. So I'll bring him to the live, then we start the conversation. Hi, T-Danso.
Hello, Salam.
You, what's up?
A day, big one, a day.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear me?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Yeah. Thank God.
You can also hear me clearly.
I can hear you clearly.
How was your day, though?
My day was okay, by God's grace. It was okay, yeah. I just got back home.
Okay.
And I realized the time was almost up, so I had to quickly set up and then be ready.
Yeah. I want us to start from Grateful. That's not your first song, but
No.
That song, you literally talk about your beginning, how it all started for you.
Yes.
Talk about starting rap, switching at a point, having some fallout, how rap music, kept you grounded for some time, even when prayer was difficult, Bible study was difficult. I want you to tell us that story coming from the grateful angle, so we know how it all started for you.
Okay. So, music, most musicians say this always, and people think it is like a cliche. It's something we just say because we hear people say it. But music has been with me for a very long time. Yes. At a very young age, I gravitated towards music easily. So I could hear a song for the first time and just grasp every lyric in my head. And I easily learned rap music. I wasn't exposed to it that much, but I easily learned it. So my favorite song was Achiame Mesenaba. I knew that verse off head. Sema to me, you're being keeping my man, you're Chiame, you're to me, yes. So where we were, Michelle Camp, one of our mate's mother, Babredu, her mom would send her to come call me from home just to come and rap at a very young age. Yes, at a very, very young age. So I just would be at home and they will come calling. My mom is calling you. I'll go and her mom will be like, "Yo, just rap for me." So I'd rap and then she would give me a biscuit. Like every time I rap, she gives me a biscuit. Every time I rap, she gives me a biscuit. And it had been with me for quite some time. At a point, I lost it. I wasn't listening to music that much, so I lost it. Then we got to JHS where I met friends like Audi, Clifford, Nuyama, AC,
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel, who were into rap. They introduced me to Kasahari level on Adum FM. It's new to you, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they introduced me to um, Kasahari level on Adum FM, and I started developing the interest for rap again. So there was this Sarkodie flow that they all knew the beginning, but there was this twisting part that they couldn't twist. So I took my time, learnt it, and I surprised them one day. We were preparing for our BEC, one of our classes. They started the verses. They were just rapping back to back to back, and they got to the twisting part. No one was attempting to twist. Then I just stepped in and I twisted everything. Like they were surprised. So from then, I realized I could pen down my own lyrics. Yes, I could pen down my own lyrics. They were not like that interesting, but at least I knew I could pen them down. So gradually, I was still listening to Kasahari, understanding the craft, listening to how people compose their verses, the ideas behind them, the angles they attack the verses from. So I would pick someone's verse, then I'll put my words in them just to see how it will sound. So just by doing so, I got to a point where I could just sit down, think about my own topic, and write something about it. So the first ever rap I
Rich,
wrote,
all this is happening in GHS.
all this is happening in JHS. All this is happening between 2008 and 2009.
Wow, that's when
Yeah,
you went
so
for air.
from two to yeah, 2008, 2009. Now all these are happening in JHS. 2008, 2009. So I just could write. Then I wrote one verse. It was 8 bars. I did it for my guys. They were like, "Yo, Charlie, this is hard. This is hard. This is hard." Then I knew no, I could do more. But even at a point in P6, I don't know if you ever heard the voice say this rap. Frederick T and so alias Trodo, so if you have heard him, so yes, that was
Okay, now I
P6.
remember. Now
So
I
P6,
remember.
that was when I wrote that verse.
Okay,
That was
okay.
P6. But then I wasn't really serious with the rap thing. I guess it just came to me and I wrote it. So the boys liked it and they were just very and so alias so yeah, so that was it. But I took it serious
Wow,
from
I'm feeling
JHS to
nostalgic.
onwards. Yeah. So um from that 8 bar verse, I started writing more and more. Started writing more and more, and we used to battle ourselves. So I could just for fun battle Clifford or battle Setaudi or battle AC, or even we go to services, the other schools to battle just for shaggy reasons. Yeah. So there were other MCs, the Buju, Barnes and stuff. They were very good. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we just would battle, and wherever we meet ourselves, either Barnes would say, "Yo, Charlie Dance, give me some freestyle," or I'd also say, "Yo, Barnes, give me some freestyle." Like, just to see how far we have got into. So when I got to SHS, that was where I started questioning the faith, as in Christianity, considering other religions, if what we say we serve, if who we say we serve is actually the true God. Because if from RME we are told that we all serve the supreme God and we access him through different people. Christians access God through Christ, Muslims access God through Muhammad and the rest. So I was started questioning the faith, wanting to really understand if where I am is the right path, or I could be anywhere else and still be on the right path. Okay, so those questions actually gave me the idea to start writing raps about the faith. And I wasn't aware that there was something like Christian rap. No, I wasn't. So my fear then was, if I should start that, how would the church take it? It would be like, oh, you rap, people they talk about guns, then girls, then things. Maybe they take and rap for church, then talk about Christ. Who does that? So I was getting the verses all right, but I wasn't freestyling them to others. So I would write them down all right, but I wouldn't freestyle them to others. I'll still stick to my, the usual, the ones with the boys they like. I mean, the ones we go freestyle. So still questioning. Then along the line, someone introduced me to Christian rap, some artists, and those that I mentioned in Grateful, the Trooth, Lecrae, KB, Jackie Hill, Propaganda, and I was surprised, honestly, that such a thing is there. People are really doing it, and I am here scared that if I should do it, how would the church take it? Then something again hit me that, these people they and kill. We gotta really talk about. We gotta really talk about. So yeah, we gotta really. So if you do gotta Charlie, and I'm also Orthodox. I'm an Anglican, so it's like yeah. If I should do rap, how like it burst my brain. How?
Yeah.
So yeah, got to a point where I even just wanted to stop rap. That was when we started our electives in SHS, and it was, getting difficult with time. So I wanted to stop rap. And then I spoke with one of our seniors. We call him Kilobyte. He was our DHP back then.
Okay.
Then I just told him that, yo, Kilo, they won't stop rap, focus on the books. Then, Charlie, if at the end of my stay in SHS, it comes back, fine. If you don't come back, we move. Like, nothing's for. And Kilo was like, it be true, but nothing's for. But this is what you go to do. Just make you no stress yourself. If it comes, write it down. If it doesn't come, don't stress yourself to get a verse. No. I was like, okay, fine, cool. I go there. And funny enough, around that time, the verses that I was getting, they were hard verses. Like, yo, if you want to stop this craft, we are not letting you go. They were very hard verses.
But at this point, were they Christian lyrics or it was?
No, it was from both angles.
Okay.
It was from both angles. So at that point, my I'd say my rap skill changed, because I could storytell well. I could just pick things around me and write a verse with them easily. Like it was just different around that time when I had wanted to stop rap. It was just different. I was getting verses like, yo, what's up? And they won't stop. So make you no come. You get it? But it was still coming. So yeah, I just stuck with it through SHS. Featured on a couple of songs. Did a school track. Went to other schools to perform. Involved myself in some battles and stuff. So yeah, that was when people got to know the name T Danso. And I was a science student, so I wasn't like, those boys you would see and know that this guy they rap. You get it?
Yeah, there's literally
they
so
know
many.
The name.
We finish what you're saying.
Yeah, people knew the name, but they didn't know the face.
Yeah.
So even on stage, I'll be performing. They would be like, "Yo, T Danso that." But then when I get down and I'm walking amongst them. Not everyone knew me, like T Danso this, unless someone tells you this is T Danso. Yeah, so that was it. So
Yeah.
basically, that was it at SHS. Was it at
It's
SHS?
quite an interesting story. One, because you're a
Mm,
science student, and two, because you're an Anglican, like you rightly said. It still baffles like my imagination that the way the part that, like, let me say, when you're what you're born into and what you find yourself
yeah,
doing were so different. Way back in primary school in GHS, I was close to you and all the guys you mentioned, but it was more like we were relating because of book. So I'm still
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
understand, like, at
That
what
was a
point in
challenge.
time, yeah, were you guys involving yourself in the rap and the battles, and you're going to services and all that? Anyways, you mentioned in a grateful song that you finally
Yeah,
decided to go Christian rap, Christian urban music straight, and then you had some
yeah,
fallout. Some friends were no longer trying to mingle and all that. Can you tell
yeah.
us a little bit about that story also, and how did you take it?
So yeah, yes. That story continues immediately after SHS.
Mm-hmm.
It started at uni. Um, we were there, freshers and first love. People from first love came around. They were about hosting an event for us, the freshers. So I met one of their elders in our hall, and he saw me with this 50 cent belt. When he saw the 50 cent belt, he was like, "Oh, my guy, you wear 50 cent belt there, you for rap?" Oh. And I told him, "Oh yeah, I rap." He said, "Ah, sir, give me freestyle." So I did a freestyle. He liked it, and he was like, say this thing, if you do give God. I say, so just there, I was like, oh yeah, they do give God, because I had some few Christian verses there. I was like, oh yeah, they do give God. And he said, you sure? I said, yeah, sure. He said, okay, you give me some Christian bars. And there's this end time verse I had. I
Okay,
delivered the verse, and he liked it. And he said, we are about hosting a program, and we'll put you on it. Can you perform? And I was like, yes. And I knew at that moment that if the question he asked, if I should say yes, I can't go back, because I can't come and rap at church and then later go to the clubs and be rapping, and people will be like, this boy that, you get it.
mm-hmm.
So I knew that question, that you will fit perform. I knew if I should say yes, it means I'm not going back. And if I should say yes, it means the feeling I had back in SHS to start gospel rap has caught
That's
up with me.
confirmation. Yeah.
Yes. So I just looked at him and I said, yes, no problem. And he said, okay, fine. You go do 2 songs instead of one. He just said 2. And I was practically the only rapper on the
Okay.
program. Yes. So they held it for 2 days. The first day he made me perform. They brought me some instrumentals. I did it. The second day made me perform too. Then later the school had their own freshers choir or something like that, and that one I went there to perform. The intercom saw me at the first love program, and then they invited me to come and rap. So I even got there late. Um, they asked me which instrumental you would use. I said, just drop any instrumental. They dropped any instrumental. I stepped on stage. I killed it. And they were like, oh yeah, we go move plus you, Charlie. We go work plus you, pa. If I can't see me. And one first love elder approached me and was like, don't be moving with these guys. Because if you move with them, maybe you might lose what you have. And I was like, okay, fine, be cool. So at that point, first love was what really cemented me in Christian music.
Mm.
I was listening to Propaganda, the Creedence, all the names I listed. Jackie Hill, I was listening to their spoken word, their sermons, their tracks. Like, yeah. But then just that encounter with the elders of First Love
Yeah.
cemented me in Christian rap. And when I started releasing Christian verses, that was when my friends were asking, yo, dance what's up? Like something happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like,
Actually.
if you do Christian rap, they no go help. If you do Christian rap, they no go help. You just do the normal ones now. Then once in a while, it takes some gospel beat pass inside. But then I didn't really feel that, and I was just doing the Christian rap, doing the Christian rap, doing the Christian rap,
So
and
from the elders encounter, you've never gone back or felt like going back.
no,
Oh, okay. If
no,
even
that's the
though
simplest answer.
probably when you see around, it looks like people who do rap in the secular world seem to have more noise surrounding them. Like you were never to go that direction. You never felt like you could be more successful if
No,
I
no,
was
no,
to.
no, no.
Okay.
The thing was, I wasn't quite sure if I would be successful if I should switch.
Mm,
Yes, because this is what people fail to see. There are a lot of other secular artists there who are really good, but they are not successful.
okay.
So, what difference would I
Mm,
like if I should switch? What difference would I make? You get it? I'm not really exposed to people in the industry who would say, "Oh, yeah, you there? Okay, I see you. Okay, you, I go help you." Nah, there are a lot of secular rappers there. There are a lot, and it's only, I would say, luck. And you see
okay.
one person go come out. So I was like, yeah, even if I switch, nothing. And what also kept me with Christian rap was I was learning. In as much as I was writing, I was still learning. It was exposing me to a lot of things, a lot of things. Yeah, like a lot of things in theology, a
Okay.
lot of things in theology. So I just stuck with it. Just stuck with it. I hear this, I'll be forced to read more and
Mm,
learn more. So let me just be here. And I was having fun.
with it as
I was
well.
having fun. Yes. Had it been that it wasn't fun, maybe I'll be tempted to. But I was having fun a lot. People people gravitated to my music easily, more than I had expected. The
Wow.
first track I dropped, Clap for Jesus, it's the way people were just welcoming the track, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I was like, yo, Charlie, yeah, I still go do this. I still go do this. So it never crossed my mind to switch.
Cross your mind to sleep. Okay. But Christian rap Nankasana, what does it entail?
Christian rap basically is rap from the Christian perspective.
Okay.
So whatever a Christian is supposed to talk about,
Mm,
that is what Christian rappers talk about, using rap as the
mm,
means. Yes.
medium. Okay.
Yeah. So if a preacher is talking about salvation behind the pulpit, then an artist who calls himself a Christian rapper or a Christian artist would also speak about salvation using rap.
Okay.
You get it? Yeah. So
Mm.
basically, that is Christian rap.
But it's like I listen to it and I find parallels. Observe the culture of rap in general. There is this seemingly like a rivalry or a competition where people want to say that I am better than you, I rap it, I punch better than you, I'm a better lyricist.
Yeah, yeah. That element in rap we can't do without. That element in rap we can't do without. So in Christian rap, it still is there. It is there.
Mm,
Ah, yes. Christian rappers will do that thing. But then the difference is that with a secular rap, you tell your you tell the other rappers that you are better than them. You get it? You have to cement that, make that known to them that you are better than them, whether they like it or not. Whether you yourself, you know you are not better than them, you have to say that you are better than them.
Hmm.
But then in Christian rap,
Mhm.
we say we are better. Don't underestimate us. So not say we are better than you, but we are better. Don't
Oh, okay.
underestimate us. That is what we say in Christian rap. So what happens is because we do Christian rap, people would think we can't rap. That is why we want to do Christian rap. That is what people think. That we can't rap, that's why we do Christian rap. So we just let you know that no be say we don't go feel rap. We go feel do. Don't underestimate us. We have chosen to do this. You know the
I feel like you always put like a layer of you are better because God trying to brag, but you are saying God is the one giving you that audacity to brag.
yes. That one too is true. That one
Mm.
too is true. But we say that not necessarily to say because God has given us, so we are better. It's not necessarily because God has given us, so we are better than you. No, God has made us better people. God has made us better people, music wise, social life, whatever. God has made us better people. But with the craft also, we are better. Don't underestimate us.
Okay. With the
Just as singers will usually do when they want to get better, especially young singers, they'll go for vocal class, they'll find a vocal coach and all that. Is there anything that rappers will also do in order to get better or to improve on their craft? Is there anything like vocal lessons or vocal classes for rappers?
Anything that rappers do, um, for us, we don't go for vocal classes and stuff, but what we do is we try to play with words.
mm,
That is a skill that you would have to master. You'd have to practice to be able to know how to do it. Attack topics from different angles. Okay. So if today you wrote a verse about God's love in a direction A, then the next time you have to challenge yourself not to stick to direction A. It is it is just default. Don't stick to direction A, stick to direction B. Because the one thing that is unique with rap is that other rappers wouldn't expect you to repeat yourself. Unlike with the singers and stuff, if you repeat yourself, nobody cares. But with rap, if you repeat yourself, it is a big issue. It's like you don't know what you do.
okay.
Yes. But I wouldn't call it suicide though, but it's like you don't know what you do. Yeah. So if you attack a topic from angle A, next time attack that same topic from angle B.
Mm.
Next time C. If you go from A to Z, start with A prime. Don't go back to A. So always the angle should be different. Yeah. But we do work on our breath controls too.
I know urban gospel is gradually gaining ground in Ghana. It's been there for a while. There are people who love urban gospel. But about gospel rap, do you think that the church is really open to this genre of gospel music?
Yes, the church is open to it. The church is open to it. There are lots of denominations that supports it. but there are still lots of denominations that I wouldn't say don't support it, but haven't welcomed it yet. So it's a gradual thing for us. We um, get to the youth gradually. Get to the youth
Okay.
gradually. Yeah.
Let's get into a little bit about your personal projects.
And now let's talk about your personal projects, like I've already mentioned. Let's talk about your first song you released or you put out on digital media or digital stores. Clap for Jesus. How did it come about? Tell us the story behind this song as well.
Yeah, okay. So clap for Jesus also was like a testimony. It's just me transitioning to and that is I'd say my debut in Christian rap. So it's me
Okay.
transitioning to Christian music. So it was like um, clap for Jesus because he has saved me.
Yeah.
That was basically it. That was it. And that one too, it was from First Love. They sent me the instrumental, and there's this friend of mine, Thomas. He was a shepherd there, and he was like, "Yo, TD, this be the instrumental. Write something." And I was like, "Yo, okay, I go take some old verse we put up." And he said, "Nah, write something different, something new. I no go accept old verses." So I was there. I remember one time my friend in SHS, Reggie, we were freestyling on stage, entertainment, and he was doing this episemete part, just to get the audience engaged. Episemete part. So I borrowed that. Okay, then I added the testament. So but when say no mo say nyame den na wo nyame pa na go mo gene say be say yin so we try yin pa and then we say fata and so no bodo pa so just playing with the pa word so when be say pa then we nyame pa then the ha just playing with the dead. I added the verses and we recorded it in someone's hostel cra. The mic was on a bed somewhere and the laptop was somewhere. Yes.
But that
We
was
just recorded that.
2013, 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2013. Yes.
Like, what started at Japan?
Oh, Charlie.
But
Ebenezer, Nyamidi Abedu.
yeah, but after that song, you waited for about almost 5 years before you put another song out there. It was even a freestyle. The first song.
So it wasn't like I waited for about 5 years.
Mm,
It wasn't like I waited for 5 years. I was still releasing. I was
okay.
still releasing tracks. So I did tracks like Jehovah. I did tracks like Let Them Know. I did tracks like
Okay.
My God Walks on Water. I
Okay.
was still releasing songs. But then the hood was when I got to know of this digital service providers, DSPs, getting
Okay.
your song on, you get it. So I compare it to what I have already.
Mm,
It doesn't meet their standard. So okay, let me just put those ones aside, work
okay.
on new ones, and then start releasing them.
Okay.
So with time, I can go back to the old project, rework them, then I'll release them again. So it wasn't like I paused.
Uh, you you gave some people shout outs like through your rap lines on the song. Did any of them get to hear it? You mentioned King's Kid. You mentioned I don't know another guy's name also
Oh,
in the lyric.
the hood the hood
Yeah.
actually was if you pay attention to the introduction, it
Mm.
was like let me take you on a tour, take you to a place you've never been before. Okay, so it was like me introducing, just as I got exposed to Christian rap, it was me introducing Christian rap to the world or to those who listen to me.
Oh, okay.
That was the idea. So it's not like Ken Skade wasn't the only person I mentioned his name.
Yeah.
From every bar has a name. every bar has a name, but I was um, communicating with their names.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I said at a point, I was even saying I mentioned someone, I mentioned Limo Blaze, I mentioned J Smoke.
Yeah, I
There
get
are
you.
like
I get
20,
you.
26 names in the hood.
In that song,
So if you don't pay,
really.
yes, so if you
Okay,
don't pay
if you don't
attention
know
to what I'm saying,
the
you wouldn't.
oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't know them, you don't know them.
So
Right?
you managed to
I
tell the
mentioned
story and then
Esaias when I said,
okay. Yeah, I had a size too.
yeah, yeah, well, Esaias, Black 360, Truth. By then, I hadn't even met Truth. Mentioned Truth, mentioned Crixie, who is dead. I mentioned TKC, I mentioned Preachers, I mentioned Royal Priesthood,
Okay.
Hams Writer. Like, there are a lot. There are a lot. So I was just using their names to talk. I was just so it was like me instead of mentioning the name, I would use it in a sentence to mean something else, but then I still have the name in there.
So I think I was asking what you usually look out for before you decide to collaborate with people on any
Yeah.
project.
Um. Usually it's the theme of the song, the theme of the song, and
Mm.
how well you think the person you want to feature can deliver the respect to the theme, and also the key thing is usually the spirit will direct you.
Okay.
Yeah, the spirit will direct you. So there would be a lot of names coming up, but then the spirit will definitely direct you who is the right pick for this song.
Yeah, I'm asking this because I see you do an amazing project with Truth, the Convos, and like it's such a brilliant idea, and I really want to know how you all bet the idea and how you've been able to stay consistent because I know you don't stay in the same space, but you manage to collaborate even though you are not at the same space. Yeah, how did that idea come about, and how have you guys been able to remain consistent till now?
Yeah, so with the convos, I started these freestyle sessions, try me sessions. That was just me,
Try me.
and
Yeah.
yeah, try me session.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just me. So I did, I think, um, five or so, and there was this day I had to do one, and I was feeling lazy. I was feeling lazy to do it. I was stressed from work. So the idea came that I should contact any of my colleagues, ask them to just collaborate with me on that one, on just that one. Then subsequently,
Mhm.
I go back to my try me sessions. Yo, Rashid, I see you. So actually, yeah, that this boy Rashid, this wonderful gentleman, his name came in mind first. Yes, but then where he was, it would have been for him. So I just reached out to Truth, explained the idea to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, why not? He'll do it." So when he did it and we shared it, people loved it. People loved it, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, let's just maintain it. Let's just maintain it and see where it goes." So from the onset, we were just doing it back to back. There wasn't anything we like. Currently, we do it on every Sundays after every 20 episodes. But from when we started, we were dropping like 4 in a week, and then we later sat down and we said it will get to a point where, because we all do our work, we all go to work and stuff, so it will get to a point where we wouldn't get that time to be writing, giving people like that. So let's just relax more and then pick one day, dropping them, and that was just how the idea birthed. That's just how we birthed the idea.
I see that the reception has really been very, very great.
Yes, to the point where we even got a collaboration from one of topmost producers in Ghana, Tubani Music, an award-winning producer. Yeah, we used one of his instrumentals. He liked it. He called us to a studio. We just made magic.
Another thing you love doing is jumping on like open verses as well. Like, is it that you have so much to write that you don't mind if anything can? Because I feel like sometimes songwriters want to hold some of their songs because they have projects, but it's like freestyle. You are writing. It's not like I just write anything. Like you're very intentional about what you're putting together, and I'm like, how much talent that one man has to do all these things? It's too beautiful.
Yeah.
But you find
the open
music all
the
by
open
itself.
verses.
Oh, sorry. Continue. The open verses.
So I was saying the open verses is to help us stay relevant, just to keep us in the system. Yeah, it's not like so people would still know that you are there. Yeah, when you hear an instrumental, sometimes it moves you. You write. There are others that they don't move you. You are unable to write. Yeah. So the ones that moves us, we write. The ones that don't move us, we don't. And there is some, I'd say, Trooth, for instance, sometimes if he does an open verse, he'll just hit me up like, yo, Charlie, I do this one, or let's see, you to do your own. You get it. So with that, I would just have to also listen and then pen something down. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was asking if you fund the music yourself or you have help from somewhere.
Currently, I fund it myself. Whatever is involved with the music, I fund it myself. But God being so good, He has introduced me to one amazing gentleman. He has been the brain behind tracks from Grateful to God Flows. My name is Aaron. He's been producing all those tracks, and
Okay.
he's been so good to me. Like, if I should say I'm talking about how good this man has been to me, I don't think I'd be able to finish now. He's been so good to me. I go to the studio. He coaches me also. He pushes me. He exhorts me. He's like someone who always wants me to get to a level I don't think I can get to. Yeah. And
Okay.
so we have some relationship. Yeah. When it comes to music, he's got my back. So the little fans I have, I used to push as much as I can. Then he also supports with the production, mixing, and so when you see my cover art, it's Aaron. If you hear my song, it's Aaron. If you see my lyric video, it's Aaron. If you see, like, it's practically Aaron. Everything is Aaron. Yeah.
But why is that your cover art? You don't usually put your pictures on them.
Me myself, I don't know why you wanted us to stick to like using a canvas and not our actual pictures. So that's it. So with time, we would start using pictures. Yeah.
Using. But, so Clearfield or Clarified Music is not a label that you are on.
I used to be on Playerfield Music. I was on Playerfield Music with Abdul Rashid,
Okay.
the composer of this song, Awesome God. He is the one who owns that song. Not the Michael
Okay.
Smith song, no. Like I'm talking about the Ghana CHH.
Um,
Yeah, that banger. Yeah, I was on Playerfield Music with Abdul Rashid. But for now, I am not on Playerfield Music. I'd say I'm an independent artist,
okay.
but
Okay.
still with
What
affiliations
was
to
it that
Playerfield.
your contract was over, or
Oh, nah, it's somehow complicated. Like so, but I'm still like I still have affiliations to Playerfield.
relationship with?
Yes, I mean, so
Okay.
it's just that I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm fully with Playerfield.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. JP Music, when they were recording their Brent album, they decided to do a song that has rap in it. It had one of my favorite musicians of all time, Pastor Ellen Yolson, on it, as well as Now Mercy.
Oh, okay. How it came about? At a point, JP was and works with them, so they reached out to Aaron that they need a rapper on the song they are working on. Aaron sent me the song. We spoke with
Titled,
JP Music, and it was initially an 8 bar verse. So I finished that,
okay.
sent it to them, but then we couldn't do the song again. So I was there, and they reached out to Aaron again that they are working on a song. They need a Aaron contacted me again. So this time around, I spoke with Jebby, and
Mm-hmm.
he gave me the structure of the song, the idea, the content, how the languages I should blend, how I should really write it. They left some spaces in there. I shouldn't overwrite those things.
See anything
So
there?
it's he just gave me the layout. Then
Okay.
I, God being so good, I was able to write something,
Yeah.
sent it to them, and they loved it. So he was like, okay, that's it. I got to the studio and he told me they had they had done a live version, and what I'm on is the studio version. So that was it.
Okay.
So it was Aaron that linked me up to JP Music.
Then you went on YFM with Trooth with the Rap Avenue official crew. I don't know. Someone is
Yes,
talking about it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That freestyle was hard, like he's saying. It was really hard, and I support him. Maybe you give us that. I don't have instrumental to do, but maybe you give us that freestyle before we leave. But
Uh,
after 10 years, how has the Christian rap impacted your life?
10 years Christian rap has
Mm.
really made me grow in the Christian faith. Usually when I'm talking about Christian rap, I don't look at, say, where my music has gotten to, the fans, the programs and stuff, but the whole point for me doing Christian rap is to grow my faith, and it has me a lot, and it is still helping me, when I look at where when I started, the understanding I had, and where I am now, the understanding I have, and yo, it's been amazing.
Have there been any challenges along the way? Some of your maybe top two.
But challenges usually the how people welcome the music, and how people welcome the music. That is the biggest challenge. When you do Christian rap, then you find out that someone, let's say a secular artist does a rap music and puts Jesus in there. Now, it's people term that also as gospel. So
Yeah.
one major challenge we face as Christian rappers is you do Christian rap like yo hard sermon, yeah, but then people wouldn't want to consume that. They would rather go consume the secular artist's song with Jesus in there, which people call gospel, and that really is what we go through. But with time, people are understanding the angle we come and the angle we are coming from, and so they are embracing it gradually. Yeah.
But do you have like a plan that you use to promote the music that you do? Do you have any strategy or?
Really, I wouldn't call that a strategy. It's just social media promotion. Yes, I wouldn't call that a strategy for now. But there are strategies in place for some projects we'll be doing in the future. Yes, there are strategies in place for some projects we'll be doing in the future. Those productions would be a bit different from what we are doing now. Still Christian music, but the attention, the time that we'll be investing in those productions will be different from the time we are investing in the productions now. Yeah, so with those ones, there are plans and how we would approach their promotion, get there.
Yeah. Before I lost you, I think you were talking about how sometimes a secular act will record a song and put a little bit of God's name in there, and the masses, including church folks, will just jump onto it. But Christian rappers are constantly putting out spirit-filled, word-inspired songs, and sometimes like the reception is usually not as you'd expect. And you're also talking about how your next project you're going to actually try and push it more.
Yes.
Your current song,
Is it God Flows?
yeah.
For those projects, God Flows, and my next project I'll be releasing next month on the 15th. It is centered on what Christian rap is and what it stands for, and the challenges we face. Should I even say the challenges? The main challenge that we face, where, like I said, where people would pay attention to other like secular rappers gospel songs and leave Christian rappers gospel songs. Yeah. So God Flow was an introduction. Like, this is Christian rap. This is what we do. We rap, but yeah, rap. Say we rap to win souls and not just to show off. Okay, we are not mediocre. We are very good rappers. Christian rap is not an escape for us. It's something we intentionally decided to do. Okay, it's something that we are committing ourselves to doing.
Has it been lucrative in any way? And so our main agenda or purpose for doing Christian music is not really about profit or anything. But would you say it has paid in any way or is it paying in any way?
No, I'd say it's pain. I'd say it's pain. I definitely say it's pain. In as much as we don't do it for profit, for fame and all that, it's still part of the business. If you don't get something out of it, it will be difficult to sustain yourself. It's very difficult to sustain yourself. So you definitely have to get something out of it. But what you are getting shouldn't influence the content you put in your songs. That's basically it. So for follow money, then you go dilute your message. You still for stick, but then sticking to your message, you should get something from it. And it's pain. It's not pain like you would expect it, but it's still pain.
Okay.
It's still pain. Yeah.
That's great to know. We'll be done soon. I have like 2 more questions and then you do the freestyle. Yeah, I ask all my guests this particular question that when all is said and done, what would you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as the guy who, no matter what he went through, decided to stick to the message. Yes. No matter what he went through, decided to stick to the message. That's what I'll be remembered. I'd want to be remembered for. That's it. Because trust me, Gideon, it's some way. It's some way. It gets to the question you asked, that have I never thought of switching, like felt, dog Christian rapping, go do secular just for the fame and stuff. Had it not been the fact that we really do this for the love of God and the love of people, because you love God, you love people. And when I'm saying this for most of our guys, my colleague Christian rappers, we can easily switch. And sometimes you put in the work, and even your friends wouldn't even know your songs. You would finish the song and your friends don't even know your song. So you'll be tempted to, try, if not completely switch, try the other side too and see. But we just want to be remembered for sticking to the word, sticking to the message. Yeah. At the end of everything.
A price you've chosen to pay for the gospel.
Exactly. But then you see, God works in mysterious ways. There are people who are doing theological CHH, and where God is taking them to is amazing. So it's just, we just trust God. We stick to the message and trust God. We stick to the message and trust God. That's all.
Yeah, I believe in manifestation. There are so many things that happen in my life now that I have said before, I've seen the time before, I've seen them come to pass. Are there any people or any gospel musicians or acts that you want to collaborate with maybe in the near future? I want to say it so that when it happens, we'll come back to the conversation.
I'd really want to have a collaboration with the Trooth.
Okay.
He is an American CHH artist. And his music is one of those that really kept me in CHH. So I mentioned him on Grateful, and if you ask those close to me, they will tell you that my favorite artist is the Trooth. I really want to get a collaboration with him, and Don Moen also.
Oh, Don Moen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Serious. I'd really love that. Really love that. Yeah.
So right now you give us the freestyle, then you give us your last word after that.
Hey, this freestyle, yeah.
But particular request, they want the one that you ministered at YFM, then after that you can do another one.
The one I did at YFM, then after that I do another one.
Yes.
Hey, sell up. Sell up. Sell up. Okay, yeah. The one that I did at YFM goes like, when it comes to the rap game, I'm proud to talk, say I know they play with mine. Christian boy with the word of God. Notice my verses be so divine. To get to the top no be easy, but giving up no be option. So we climb. Investing when I sweat in time every day, no breaks. That's why when you play bigger beats like this, then I get all busy. Pen and paper na me throw BB. So focused, never acting silly. But Johnson and me, you all can see me. Now see me PRs passing out on the beat. You go think say I'm passing out. Don't you forget this cardinal rule. I'm one of the best. You get it now. Maybe I don't be popular, but there's a phase that I'm going through. I know hard work pays. Ojo told me, boy, you are good. When they try to drown you, you will still surface. And the boss had to drop any AJP and chop a budget. So then near I'm to me, you know, my AV. I'm against the phone. So mama, yeah, have fun with it.
Wow, the end though. The end. Against for me.
Against the phone. So mama, yeah.
Okay. But okay, I think you should give us clap for Jesus. The second verse. The second verse you say share made yeah. Oh. Can we say
The second verse I said, do me no bonsu. I've actually forgotten that
it's
song.
been a long time.
Shame de me bonsu. Na me ni agia, mane wura me se dompem. Ono pe na wetu me de mabankwem. Kan de pan ade ben na manfem. Omo ana omo se TD. Afi de omo se GB. Omo tumi hu me. Eyi go be di mame. Na omo be heavy ti se ni ahwinsi. Enso do me mfa ho. Ebi se mama be nya nyonko. Yesu Kristo pe ne madamfo. Ono na bibiye mo no ka me ho. Osi oye be deep mafo. Osan so si oye me ka mafo. Ono pe ne me gwanhwefo. Hey, Kristo baako. Hey, afi de wasesa me. Na me ho abofin so wa pepa me. Me say enso we pagya me. Say me kind Bible that I giga me. Joe, me say I am a new soul. Who am I? You don't know. T to the DANSO. Thank you, Jesus. Let's go. Into me person the